Hello, lovelies. So, this is Moo Radley, and he's playing with the catnip plant, which I plant those out there for the cats. As you can see, they like it, and that's just the well. But I came out to shake out a blanket and decided that I would like to show, I'm going to scan out, I'd like to show you, for those of you who don't live in an area where you have the changing of the leaves. This is just my yard, but at some point when I'm driving, and I would have loved to have done it when I picked up Oscar from the vet, because that view and some of the hills you come down there were just absolutely gorgeous. But I couldn't drive and videotape without potential accident, so I didn't do it. Let me back out a little further for this one, because this is really pretty. Right? Look at how pretty. That's a maple. Then you got a pine. This is right in my backyard. And yeah, there's the blanket that I was shaking out. I use that as a blanket when I'm sleeping, and the animals all, of course, sleep on me. So I shake the hair off every day. And that's a black walnut. They tend to be the last ones to get leaves and turn green and stay green longer than the others. So they're off schedule. Oh my goodness, a car going down our street? That's unusual. But, and yes, and there is the truck that I'm not allowed to drive. And this piece of, all right, that looks good in comparison to what it is, but I do take that to let the dogs out, Rusty's dogs out down the street, and I don't even close the door because the doorknobs are broken on both inside and outside, so I have to drive down the road with the door open, but don't tell anybody that because it's probably not supposed to happen. It's probably illegal, but anyway. And then that's the leaves all falling off the, I'll point, oh, that doesn't work well. Yeah, that I'll scan. That's the huge maple tree that's in the front yard, and it's dropped most of its leaves already. So, yeah, isn't that beautiful? This is what when I sit on my back porch, I see this. How can you not just love it? A lot of traffic today. It's like the third or fourth car that's driven down the main road. But yeah, oh, it's time for them to come home. That's why. All right. But yeah, this is my little utopia, basically. I as you noticed, there's no neighbors. I don't see any neighbors, which is okay. And those poor chairs. I think I explained before why the outdoor furniture looks the way it does. It's because the outdoor furniture has a sentimental value, and I don't want to change that. As far as the paint, we didn't even bother painting the porches this year because crappy paint, or stain I should say, and it just was horrible. But up there, I'm going to scan up here at some point. I mean, of course, those are all weeds that you're seeing there in the middle, and we didn't mow those or anything. But where I'm pointing, behind the sumac tree, there's a path that goes up into the upper part of our property, and there's a pond back there that the man that lives here dug a pond and put a lining. He put a cushion underneath there and then a lining, and it goes down the creek, and then he had built, I mean, there's a lot of weeds in between, but that's the waterfall that comes out of the pond that he built, and then it goes all the way down to the main road. Yeah, those are sumac trees, but they're not poisonous sumac trees, I don't think, because I've lived here for a long time and I haven't gotten poisoned sumac yet. But yeah, those are ones we planted. But yeah, it's really, look how quiet it is, right? It's quiet except for a few cars, and it's just beautiful. There's no neighbors that I see. I don't even see one neighbor's house. This is living, man. It's living. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share the beautiful foliage and my my disgusting porch. Oh, my garden that I cut all the leaves. I had lots of lettuce, but I picked all the tomatoes, and I cut all the lettuce out and gave it to Rusty. And yeah, this was my garden. And shout out to Joe at Garden State Gardener. because those were his seeds that I won from him. And it had gotten flooded because I don't have holes in the bottom because I use this for something else. But yeah, next year we're going to have a massive garden. I really liked this aspect of it and being able to garden right off my porch because I had easy access, no weeds to deal with. And so that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm just going to do container gardening on my back porch because I can handle that. And yes, we're all human. Yeah. Hey, I love you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the pretty trees. Isn't life beautiful? It really is. You know, we could sit all day and complain, but when you come out here and just look and ground yourself with nature, how can you be depressed? It's just magnificent.